Welcome back everybody to my Let's Play world. This is Sudoxe, also known as Steven, and today we have a mission. So today's mission is actually going to go ahead and make an XP farm out of our zombie spawner underneath the little mining shaft we have going on. I went ahead and actually finished up our little XP smelteries, so we have the regular furnaces, we have the blast furnaces, and we have the smokers. So all the redstone set up, I went ahead and actually changed the design of it so it splits a little bit prettier, and I think it looks nice. You can kind of see the comparator back there. This right here, this is going to be for the fuel, and above here is going to be for the items to smelt. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, we had some glass going on in here. I think the blast furnace is empty, yeah. Okay, so these are all fully functioning. I did move the portal. I had to put that back somewhere. It was kind of getting in the way over here, and it looked kind of ugly, so I'm thinking I might put it over here on this wall. Haven't really decided yet. I switched out the glass. We had gray stained glass before, now this is just regular glass. Just because I put some lights down on the ocean floor, and you really couldn't see very well with the gray stain. It looked a little fogged up, so I think this looks a little bit better. You can actually see a drowned right there, 2 drowned. It's kind of cool. We have a map, and it's actually going to be 3 tiles long. That's kind of cool. You can see our little pier right there. Oh, let me actually show you guys. We made a slight change to the pier. Somebody in the comments went in and suggested that we should go ahead and put some fence posts, so I did. I think that looks a little bit better. I kind of like it. It's going to be on both sides, and actually the benefit was to go ahead and make sure the drowned can't attack me when I'm fishing, so now it's just going to be me and fishing underneath here, and of course we have some fish stuck there. That's okay though. Oh, and also I've been terraforming the land a little bit, so I have a little bit of a gravel floor going on here. I'm going to kind of taper it off and have it come down this way. It's going to be kind of like a sharp cliff, just because we have our little viewing area there. Working on it. It's taking me a little bit, but we'll make it look kind of natural, or as natural as we can. But I will actually take care of that off camera, so you guys do not worry about that. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's actually head down to the zombie spawner and let's get to work. I have all my supplies in my inventory, and I think I'm ready to go ahead and get started. Now, this will actually just go ahead and have them drop down, I believe, 22 blocks. I'm going to actually do the right math in a second here. So that the majority of them will be down to a half a heart. Of course, ones with armor will not be, but that'll be okay. Alright, so we're here. So first things first, let's go ahead and let's hollow out a little bit of a work area. I'm probably going to do it maybe around here. Going to put my supplies down. Alright, so I got my stuff done. And also, I don't think I mentioned this in this video, but I actually made myself a little bit of a skin here. So this is supposed to be a pufferfish wearing some clothes. I don't know if you guys like it or not. I kind of like him. I think I want to redo the shirt and the pants, though. I think that looks a little bit silly, but I don't know. I'll work on it. But it's something. It's not a weird slime anymore. It's actually on brand, which is kind of important. So I hope you guys like it. Alright, first step, go ahead and clear this out, and we're actually going to be doing, I think, 4 blocks in every direction. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Alright, so this will be the boundary right here. I'm going to go and tear down all the walls around it. Oh, and actually, while we're doing this, I want to quickly mention just a little bit of a thank you to you guys. We passed, I believe, 313 subscribers as I'm recording this, which is pretty cool. It took me over a month to hit 100. It took me, I think, like 8 days to go ahead and hit 200. It took me like 5 to hit 300. You guys are incredible. If we keep up this pace, sooner or later, I'll be hitting 100 a day, and that's just insane. I really did just go ahead and start off this channel just thinking it'd mostly just be me and maybe a couple friends watching my videos, but you guys are crazy. And I mean that in a good way. I'm so happy to actually be sharing this journey with you guys. Every time I go and I read the comments, I get so happy because you guys are interacting on a crazy scale. I actually struggle to keep up sometimes between work and everything else. Usually what I'll do is I'll get into my car after work and actually just sit there for a good 20 minutes just answering comments. So it's a little bit time consuming, but I enjoy doing it. And also, while we're talking here, I want to actually ask you guys a question. So I've been thinking about maybe going ahead and incorporating like regular segments in these Let's Play videos, something a little bit more personal. Something that's a little bit interactive, I was thinking. So I'm wondering if you guys would be interested in maybe me doing a comment of the day, where I would go down and take a good minute or two to answer a question that you guys went ahead and asked in the comments of the previous video. You know, be it like my opinion on something, a little factoid about myself, you know, just something you guys want to know. Something to give me a chance to go and talk to you guys and, you know, fill you guys in with something that you guys want to know about. I think that might be a fun little idea. So you guys let me know what you think about that. And if you guys do want to have a comment of the day, go ahead and think of some ideas and write them in the comment section of this video, and maybe I'll do it next video. Oh, if you're also wondering, I'm going to be making all the walls out of cobblestone just to make it look uniform. I'm kind of picky about making things look uniform. Alright, so the ceiling's going to be 2 blocks above the actual spawner, and I think I want to bring down the floor to 3 blocks below. So something like that. I'm going to mine that out, so I actually have cobblestone on the ground there. So this is going to go down to there. Oh, and actually, now that I think about it, I did have maybe one comment I want to go to answer in this video. And maybe we'll make this the start of the comment of the day. If we are going to continue with it, I'll make this the one comment. I had a guy actually go and ask me about having a realm for viewers to go and play on. Now, as far as I'm aware, unfortunately, realms can only go up to 11 players. And there's a lot more than 11 of you guys. And as I continue to grow, it'll just kind of get out of hand with how many people might want to play on a server. Now, if this was Java Edition, this would be one thing, but being Bedrock, that's going to be kind of a problem. So my thoughts on that was maybe I will go ahead, maybe I will make a realm. But I'm thinking, since I have a Patreon, I made a Patreon if you guys didn't know. I'm thinking about leaving the actual spots open on the realm to just certain patron levels on Patreon. I really unfortunately don't know the best way to go about doing this, just because I have 11 spots only, and clearly that's not going to work. Not happy with having to charge for a spot, but I can't think of any other way to go about doing it, just because it will go and will cost to upkeep the actual realm itself, but also to make it a little bit more exclusive, and to have a reason for it to be exclusive, other than the fact that I don't have many spots. Currently on my Patreon tier list, I have the highest tier given a spot on the realm itself. I'm thinking about lowering it just because I kind of made it a couple tiers just for fun. I don't actually expect anyone to purchase them. They're kind of just me having fun with naming things. I went ahead and made every tier related to a different like synonym for blowfish or pufferfish. You know, since that's our brand. So I believe I have like puffer patron, blowfish benefactor, globefish guarantor, and I think fugu financier. I'm pretty sure those are all words. So the highest one, I think I did like $1, $5, $10, $20. I kind of just put numbers on. I really don't know how to do any of this. But currently the highest one is the one that I'm saying will get the spot on the realm. Again, this is just me playing around. I actually have no idea how to do any of this. And again, nor do I really want to charge for it. But if you guys did want a realm, I think that's how it would have to do, is you guys would have to be a patron of a certain tier, and I would go about it that way. I just don't know how much I want to charge for it. Thinking I might drop it down in the and I know a couple of you guys have been asking me about Discord as well. I have a Discord for the Patreon. I think I might make an open Discord as well. I just have to get around to it. Stay posted. And of course, moving on to another important fact. The best way to stay posted, follow me on Twitter. And if you guys want to see some pictures of my dog and other adventures that I had throughout my interesting life, such as a lantern festival that I'm going to proceed to post many pictures on, even though I went there like probably a week and a half ago at this point, follow me on Instagram. Alright, we're almost done with our little spawning room, so this is going to be 4 blocks in every direction on the horizontals. It is going to be 2 blocks above and 3 blocks below. So let me go ahead and let me just finish this up, and then we can actually get going with our XP farm. I forgot the word. Alright guys, so we have the spawning platform. So over in this direction, I'm going to go ahead and actually hollow it out this direction. And I know I'm tearing up a wall I just placed, but that's okay. Never mind, ignore that. I didn't count properly. This wall is staying. We are actually going to go ahead and dig down this direction. I really hope you guys can't hear my neighbors. I have some neighbors above me. I live on the first floor of my apartment. And there's 3 floors in the building. And for some reason, my upstairs neighbors, it's like the maintenance guy and his family. And they are so loud. And I don't know why. Like, they just sound like they're stomping constantly. And it's really quite annoying. My girlfriend hates it. She wants me to murder them. Now, I don't want to do that, but it is rather annoying, and I really don't know what to do. I guess at some point I should probably just talk to my office, but then again, my leasing office, they're kind of terrible. They don't really care about stuff. Like, it took them a month to go ahead and replace my broken water heater. Now, I say it was broken. I mean, it kind of was heating water. It just wasn't heating water very well. So it's not like it was unlivable, but it was just, you know, they told me it was old. Like, the maintenance guy came in, he's like, hey, it's old. It needs to get replaced, I'll tell the office. And then, like a week went by and I called the office, hey, what's going on? And then they were like, we don't have a record of this. And I'm like, okay, well, please make a record. The maintenance guy told me, need to get replaced. And they're like, okay, we'll do that. And I'm like, okay, good. And then another week went by and nothing happened. So then I went ahead and I talked to the office again. They're like, we don't have a record of this. And I'm like talking to the same lady that told me it the first time. And I'm like, well, you told me there wasn't a record. And I asked you to make a record, and you told me you would. So I don't understand why there's no record when it was you that told me you made the record the second time. And she didn't have an excuse for me that time. So she just kind of said, I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, okay, great, thanks. So, eventually, after repeating this 3 times, I guess the record was made. And I think you know what happened? I threatened to call the property manager. And that is actually what went ahead and got me the water heater. Basically, I just want to complain that the staff at my apartment suck. And I want you guys to know this. I need to vent to you guys. Alright, so I have a little bit of a trough here, and then this is actually just to go ahead and get the zombies to go ahead and go into a one wide hallway. So they'll go ahead and they'll spawn, they'll drop, they'll come down here, go to either side, and they'll actually get siphoned to the middle here. I'll break this block to show you that it'll actually push them in this direction. So maybe I'll do something like that. Okay, nice. Should probably replace that with some cobblestone because I'm picky about the material for things. Alright, cool. So that is nice. And now we need to actually calculate exactly how far they need to drop. So give me 1 second for me to check the wiki. Okay, so I googled and it is 22 blocks. So I am going to actually go ahead and place a soul sand there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to place that there. And then this is going to be a thing of water. And I believe now, just get my buckets going. Can make a little bit of a bubble stream. And I like that. Alright guys, it took me way too long to go ahead and actually plan this out. So I have the same little trough here going down here. And the plan is to actually get the zombies pushing each other. So as they spawn, we get down to here, push each other into this. This is actually where we're going to go ahead and place the soul sand. And with the bubble stream, we'll go straight up. I'm not actually going to go ahead and place the soul sand until a little bit later in the build just because it's going to get annoying as I go ahead and actually get stuff going. So we're just going to start placing some water blocks up this way. Alright guys, I hope you guys can see okay. I made a little bit of progress, so here we are back in the spawn room. This is going to be the bubble stream, and I actually got that completed, so you get shot up. And then the goal is to actually have some water here, which will go ahead and once they've been shot up, push them this way, make them drop down. And eventually they should end up with half a heart of damage. Now I need to go and actually double check the distance you fall, because, actually this is not correct, my bad. That should be correct. But as you can see, I died. So let me go ahead and let me try going through that again with full HP. I'm not sure if I had full HP there, I actually don't remember. But let's go ahead and let's try that again. It's okay if we lost our XP right there, just because we're making an XP farm. So it's okay, guys. Alright, I actually went ahead and built myself a little bit of a sideways entrance. So this is where I want them to go and fall. This will be the actual, killing platform right here. So let me just go and actually just cover this up just a little bit. So the goal is to go ahead for us right now is to test this out by depositing all of our items into the chest that we have. What's the best way to do this? Need to get back up here. Alright, so we have a little bit of a makeshift staircase here. Let me literally put everything in here. Okay, I have 2 cobblestone. I'm just going to replace that. And then we should go ahead and just see what naturally happens. Now, I'm hoping we get left with half a heart of life. Alright, we do. Okay, so this is the correct height, so that's perfect. Now, I also do want to see one more thing. I had the idea to go and stop them from jumping, because if they do go ahead and if they do jump, there is a chance, a small chance. I'm just going to leave this broken open for right now while I'm testing. There is a small chance that they will go and take too much damage and die. Now, I want to avoid this, so I had the idea possibly of placing a trapdoor up there. Can we get through this? We can. Okay. It's okay that we died, don't worry. It's all part of the working experience. Alright, so the first thing I want to go and do is actually hollow out a nice little room around this little killing platform. And from this room, we're going to be going in and actually collecting the XP. We're going to be storing items, as well as going ahead and controlling the contraption, because I do plan on going ahead and having a functional ceiling light inside the spawning room to go and stop spawns from happening. And that is why, if you actually went ahead and saw inside the chest there, I had some redstone lights. So this will have just a simple toggle on-off spawning just by light. Alright guys, some stuff has happened. I had to actually go ahead and get done for the night, so this is actually going to be the next day I'm recording this. And I was having a lot of issues off camera, so I went ahead and I did a lot of experimenting, did a lot of research, and I ended up finishing the whole build without recording. But it was only really 2 steps. I'll go and I'll just quickly show you guys. So first things first, there is a switch here which turns on and off the actual spawning mechanism. And the way that works is that we have a line of redstone going up this way, which goes in and leads to some redstone lights in the ceiling, and I'll show you that right now. So they're just on a little panel here, and essentially this is enough to go and stop all spawning inside the spawning room. So that is that. And then I was having issues actually going ahead and getting the mobs to go into the bubble stream, because the bubble stream, if I don't have those signs there, will go ahead and actually push back on them. But if I have those signs there, there's actually going to be an empty block with no water on it, meaning they'll go ahead and they'll actually get stuck. As you can see, it's getting stuck a little bit there, but every once in a while another one will come along, push them, and they'll go into the bubble stream. And essentially I needed packed ice for that. So how did I get packed ice? Well, I had a Silk Touch 1 book from fishing. Just made a diamond pickaxe, put on the diamond pickaxe with our little anvil. Got some packed ice over by our little ice biome we have nearby. And essentially that's how I fixed this. So I need to tweak this a little bit, because as you can see, if I punch this guy there, it takes 2 hits to kill him instead of 1. But when I went ahead and actually put a half slab here, it went ahead and killed them immediately. So I need to play around with the height, try to figure out why it's taking 2 hits, but I kind of do expect to be using a stone sword on this no matter what, because of the armor. So as we go ahead and let me turn this back on. So if this redstone line is off, it is spawning, and if it's on, they are not spawning. So let's go ahead and let's leave this running. And as you can see there, because of the glass, the more zombies actually go ahead and get through here. They start to get pushed into the bubble stream. And in a second there, yeah, we're going to start seeing them come through here. It works pretty well if there's just one of them, but every once in a while they'll get jammed up at the front there, and that'll make them get stopped there. So the solution isn't perfect, but it's a hell of a lot better than it was earlier, so I'm kind of happy with it. So anyway, we have XP, guys. The XP farm, it works, but I'll tweak it more off camera. But for the sake of this matter, we're going to say it's complete. Oh, and also off camera, when I was going ahead and working with this, I was accidentally making a lot of drown. So I accidentally made a little bit of a trident farm. It's not happening anymore, but I collected quite a few tridents there. So that's kind of cool to have. I really haven't messed too much around with those, but yeah. Alright guys, well I think that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys want to see more things like this, please go ahead and drop a like. Please consider subscribing. And as always, follow me on social media. I need more followers all the time. But thank you guys again for watching. Take care, and bye-bye.